BBC Television presents
Hancock.
Well, what would you like for dinner tonight, Sid?
You know I've got this strange hankering for spaghetti again, Hancock, although any old pasta will do.
You can't seem to get enough of the stuff, Sid. That's the 6th time this week, and it's only Tuesday.
I know, I just can't explain it. Every time it comes to meal times, I just can't get pasta out of my head.
Yes, quite literally. You were blowing spaghetti out of your nose yesterday, and we had a pizza takeaway on Friday.
Yeah, and again on Saturday, I just can't explain it.
You don't have any Italian blood, do you, Sid? When we went to Brighton on holiday, do you remember you had a tutti frutti cornetto, didn't you?
I know, but that doesn't mean anything, does it? You had an Arctic roll, but you don't come from the North Pole.
Yes, but I'm trying to find out what's going on. It's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
Nah, not particularly. I just have a liking for Italian food all of a sudden.
You were born in the East End, weren't you, Sid?
Yeah, that's right. Within the sound of the bells of St. Peter's Italian Church. I mean Bow Bells.
Aha, caught you out. That's a Freudian slip if ever I heard one. You're not trying to hide something, are you? What about your parents, Sid? Were they British?
This is all getting very personal. Why the inquisition about my family history all of a sudden?
Oh, no, I'm just a bit intrigued, old chap. I always had you down as a good East End boy. Pearly kings and queens. How's your father? Down the apples and pears. Where's your syrup of figs?
Yeah, I'm British through and through. You can tell that, can't you, Hancock?
I'm not asking you to prove it, Sid. Who are you supporting in the World Cup, then?
Well, Italy didn't qualify, did they? England, of course.
There you are, Sid. I've caught you up. I think you're suppressing something. There's an hidden side to you. New depths I didn't know existed.
Don't talk rubbish. I'm British just like you.
Well, how do you know? Back in the mists of time, you might have had some pretty strange ancestry. You look a bit Italian, if you ask me. You've got that Roman bust nose look. Where did your parents come from?
Here, of course. I'm not Italian. There isn't the slightest connection between me and Italy.
What about that Fiat car you drive?
Why not? I've seen you in a Volvo, but you're not Swedish.
What about your grandfather, Sid? He was a hairdresser, wasn't he? What was he called?
That doesn't make him Italian. I think his name was Tony Caesar.
Aha! What did I say? That explains it. The cornetto, the pasta, the pizza, and the wistful appreciation of the Italian football team.
Well, maybe there is something in it, Hancock. Perhaps I'm responding to my genes.
Well, that solves that one then, Sid. Caesar, that's an Italian name. Quite a famous one, I understand. Sid James are as Italian as Parmesan cheese and the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's opened up a whole new dimension in our relationship, I can tell you.
Well, not for me, it hasn't. I'm still good old Sid James, a laugh and a drink down at his Cheam Arms or the Nag's Head.
Nag's Head, now you're talking. That's the horse's head. That's what the mafia do, Sid.
No, it's the Nag's Head, not the horse's head. I'm not in the mafia, Hancock.
Yes, but you've been known to have a flutter on the GGs, haven't you, Sid?
I own a flaming betting shop. Do you mind? All this is getting a bit silly.
I don't know. With that Caesar connection, Sid, perhaps you should get your ancestry researched. You might even be related to Edward G. Robinson, Little Caesar himself.
Yeah, maybe I will, if only to prove I'm as British as you, Hancock.
No, you're not. Not as British as me, old chap. You can rest assured about that. I'll ring Hattie and see if she knows anyone who can help.
Well, hello, Tony. What do you say? You think Sid is Italian? Oh, don't be silly. Oh, yes, as it happens, I do know someone who does genealogical research, a Mr. Snidelli. We'll come over and have a chat. Oh, it's so intriguing. Sid of all people.
Wait a minute. Why was Hattie laughing?
No, don't worry, Sid. She thinks it's a wonderful idea and she can't wait to see you in a toga. We're going to have a toga party tomorrow, mate.
Oh, no, we're not.
Hello, boys. This is Mr. Snidelli, and he's going to rummage around in your closets to see what skeletons he can find.
Good evening. Oh, which one of you is the Italian gentleman?
Him over there.
Oh, I'm not. It's definitely not me. I'm a Cockney.
Oh, well, we'll have to see about all that. It's in your DNA, Mr. James. It's much more reliable than a crystal ball or astrology. I've got all the equipment. Do you only feel a bit of a prick?
What do you mean? You're not going to stick that in me, are you?
It's all strictly legit. I'm going to do a DNA test, you see, and I'm going to take quite a large sample. A saucerful, but not as big as a dinner plate.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You're going to have to do it, Sid, if you want to prove you're not Italian, me old mate.
Oh, I'm afraid you're both going to have to do it, Mr. Hancock. I'm going to have to sample the both of you.
No, that's totally out of the question. I want to be left intact. It's not about me, it's about him, Hannibal.
It's actually about all of us, Tony. It's very exciting. All the people in the southeast may be descended from Romans. A recent study suggests invaders may have stayed in Britain. I'm going to be tested as well. All right, you sitting comfortably. Oh, you're going to be first, Mr. James.
Oh, blimey, that's really painful.
Oh, now you, Mr. Hancock. I can see when I look into your eyes that you've got some Latin blood in you. Oh, you're really handsome. You remind me of Rudolf Nureyev. Oh, this is getting quite exciting.
Rudolf Nureyev wasn't Italian, he was Russian. Yes, get on with it. There's a good chap. Ah, where's me hand gone?
You're making an awful lot of fuss. I haven't started yet, Mr. Hancock. Oh, please hold still and don't wriggle. Oh, it's all right now. Yeah, just give me 30 minutes with me microscope and I'll come back. And I'll tell you all whether you're Italian or not. Just talk amongst yourselves, have a cuppa and a fairy cake.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Snidelli, but there's no chance I'm Italian. You're wasting your time. I've never even been abroad. It's impossible.
I've got some really good news for you all.
Thank God I'm in the clear. I'm 100% Celtic British, Sid. Related to Boadicea, I expect.
No, you're all Italian. Oh, there's no chance I'm wrong. Your DNA proves it. You, Mr. James, are a direct descendant from Julius Caesar.
Righty, I'm an emperor. Do you hear that, Hancock? It's official. You have to kneel and doff your hat and back off bowing when I come in the room.
Oh no, Julius Caesar was never an emperor, Mr. James. It was a bit of a sort, a dictator like Hitler.
Yes, that figures. You've got the right bloke there, Mr. Snidelli.
But Julius Caesar was, however, made a god.
Why, that's even better, Mr. Snidelli. Did you hear that? I'm a descendant of a god, which makes me a god too. You have to worship me, Hancock, give me offerings and sacrifice animals in my honour.
Not a chance, Zeus. Calm down. This can't get any worse, Mr. Snidelli.
Now, you, Miss Jacques, oh, you're a descendant of Cleopatra, the Queen of the Nile. Though you're not strictly Italian, but stay away from asps.
Oh, Cleopatra, that's fine, Mr. Snidelli. That will do very nicely. I'm jolly happy with that. I'll definitely steer clear of asps from now on. I've always had a desire to go to Egypt and visit the pyramids and ride a camel. All right then, what about me?
What about you, Mr. Hancock?
Well, if these two are related to famous figures in history, then so must I be. Who am I related to?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're related to no one. Oh, you're not important at all.
I must be. It's in me genes. It's my heritage. Just look at me palm. A gypsy said I'm destined to be famous. I'm the leader. It's Hancock's half hour. I've got a whole flaming series named after me. I can't be the lackey to Julius Flaming Caesar and carry on Cleo there.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's true. You're just a foot soldier like most of the rest of us.
I'm not having that. Go and have another go. There's a good chap. Here's 50 quid. Have another sample. Try me neck this time. I'm told it's very patrician.
All right then. OK, here goes. Cross your fingers, arms and legs.
Well, who am I?
Yes, I was wrong. You're descended from somebody very well known.
Come on, who is it? I have to know. Mark Antony? The Emperor Augustus? Herod the Great? Who is it?
Oh no, none of them.
Well, come on, who is it then?
Brutus.
I thought you said someone famous. Who's he?
He's the geezer who killed Julius Caesar. To Brutus and all that.
Oh, I know, the one in Popeye, the one who's always wrestling with olive oil.
No, that's wrong. That's Pluto. This is Shakespeare. Brutus assassinated Caesar.
I'm sorry, Sid, I didn't know. I didn't mean to. I don't know how it happened.
Well, you really let me down this time, didn't you, Hancock? You've gone too far. There'll be repercussions, let me tell you.
Boys, it's all in the past. You've got to put it behind you.
How can I? His granddaddy killed my granddaddy.
Oh no, and you been in the mafia and all.
Set him before me. Let me see his face.
A soothsayer doth bid you beware the Ides of March.
Fellow, come from the thong. Look upon Caesar.
Let me have men about me that are fat, sleek-headed men, and such as sleep o' nights. That Brutus has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.